Welcome, everyone, to the college football playoff. The entire regular season has built up to this. 12 teams still in the running, with championship dreams alive as we begin this first-round game in an on-campus setting. And this is a very intriguing matchup. One team that earned the right to host this game and enjoy tremendous crowd support against another team that slipped into the playoff, trying to establish a tradition now of upsets in the first round of the CFP. We'll see the number 9 seed in this playoff, the Florida International Panthers, taking on the number 8 seed in the playoff, the USC Trojans. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. We have been waiting for this, the college football playoff with an on-campus environment. Can't wait to get this going. The kickoff team is out there, and here we go. The college football playoff about to get underway. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. They stop at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. So the USC Trojans offense going to get the chance to start this game off. We'll see if this quarterback can get off to a great start, Kirk. So much for this offense and this whole team really orbits around him.
Yes, sir. The de facto Mr. Center of the universe. It's his world when he's out there, and it's up to him to create and orchestrate the details on the field. His team, his way. Can't wait to see what he does today.
First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. He escapes the sack. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Sets up as a 3rd and 3 here on this opening possession. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Cannot escape, and down he goes.
Well, this is exactly how you can slow down the momentum and a rhythm of an offense. You got to get some tackles for a loss and some sacks. This time, they come up with a sack by getting after that quarterback.
He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. The Panthers offense makes their way onto the field for their first possession. All right, Kirk, let's take a quick look at the impact players for today's game and how they're going to affect the outcome.
These are your leaders on the field and in the locker room. These are your go-to guys, not only when you need a play to be made, but also when you need somebody to rally your team.
Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. And that's a solid gain before the defense able to bring him down.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Here's the second down play. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Looking to throw. It's Evanson. Hit as he released it. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Man, you got to love this if you're a defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Catch hauled in here over the middle. The game picks up the first down, tackled at the 37. That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the first down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this first down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the money for the receiver to have a chance to not just catch it, but eventually get the first.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Trying to extend the play. Finding some room at the 25. In a big game before he goes out of bounds, the offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. First and 10 play coming up. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. Brought down after picking up 5 yards, so 2nd and 5.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. Tackle, but first down.
Whew, how about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
And the crowd really making some noise now, trying to help out this defense to get this stop near the goal line. First and goal, handoff. Only a short gain in that run. Defense able to pen him in.
A pretty good push up front here by this offensive line to get some positive yards here. You wonder if they're going to be able to run it in, or they're going to have to spread this defense out and try to find a one.
Muscles across the goal line. Touchdown, Florida International.
Well, that's an example right there of what vision and patience and ability can do for a running back. He was on a mission to get into the end zone, and really, he made it look easy.
And they'll set up for the PAT. PAT is good. They jump in front, 7-0. Now they get set to kick it away. Return starts from inside the 5. And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down. And the Trojans offense is back out on the field. This group is coming off a quick 3-and-out. Can they put something together in this drive? Here's the first play of the drive now, backed up at the 15. They'll run it to the right side. And he'll run out of bounds and picking up a few yards on the play.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run?
And they heave it deep downfield. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Not a great return, but the important thing, the pick wipes out his scoring threat. They'll set the offense up at the 31. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Passes the 45. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Past the 10. And he'll get there. Touchdown, Panthers.
Chris, how dangerous is this offense? Well, of course, you know about the receivers, those vertical shots, but here's an example. You get the ball to the running back out in space, takes it all the way to the end zone for a touchdown.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The kick sails through, so the lead is 14-0. Kickoff team on the field getting set now.
That makes the score Florida International 14, USC 0.
Looks like he'll try to make a play with the return. The returner loses the football deep in their own territory. No turnover. Offense recovers the fumble. Here comes the USC offense back on the field. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession and then in a pick. Off the play fake on first down. Bringing pressure. And he's tackled after the catch. It's a big pickup after the catch. More importantly, holds on to the ball despite taking a huge hit.
Yeah, Chris, that's the thing that really stood out to me. I didn't think he was going to be able to hold on to that ball because of that big hit, but...
And looking for a big play here. That deep shot is caught for a big gain. They bring him down, but not before an explosive play through this offense through the air. An inside give now from the shotgun.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle at the line of scrimmage.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Wide receivers got it on a shovel pass. Stopped short of the touchdown, but the offense is set up now, first and goal. A chance to get right back into this football game. It's first down and goal. And try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, SC. Kirk, they were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and they reach the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
Make the extra point, cut the lead to 14-7. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. Here comes the Golden Panthers offense back out there now. This offense scorched the defense with a lightning strike. A one-play touchdown in the last possession. Let's see if they can duplicate that magic here.
Pretty nice catch here, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, but hands, sometimes a little questionable, as we saw here.
They've got him. It's a sack for the defense.
That is outstanding defense to be able to leverage this quarterback. That is a tough thing to do. This guy's as fleet-footed as any quarterback in the country, and to be able to bring him down for a loss like that is a major accomplishment.
Looking to throw it on third and very long. And here comes a deep shot. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a fourth down. And the punt team now on to kick it away. And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. And the USC offense is back out on the field. The last possession, they really had the passing game clicking, moved right down the field for a touchdown. So the offense with the 1st and 10 now. The football placed exactly at midfield. They'll hand it off. And he's stopped after gaining 4 yards. So 2nd and 6. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
When you can get good chunks of yardage like this on early downs, it just keeps you on schedule, leading to more manageable third down situations. Never underestimate the value of consistently getting 4 or more yards a pop like that.
Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Locates the tight end. It's complete.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the first down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this 4th down and short.
So no long field goal attempt. The offense is on the field to go for it on 4th down. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Moves the ball to the 35, and another first down.
It makes sense going for it here. Kind of in that no man's land, depending on how much faith you have in your kicker. And if you don't get it, your opponent still has a ways to go. Now you pick it up and you go get a touchdown.
And the Trojans have 1st and 10 here. Looks right for a quick completion. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays. But the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down. And the Trojans are on the move here. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Their first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Brought down at the 7, but the completion moves him into scoring position.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
Makes a quick grab. Nowhere to run. No corralling for no gain. Offense facing 2nd and goal. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Pass caught. Can he get in? He makes it to the end zone. Touchdown, Southern California. This college football playoff game is all tied up, and Kirk, it's beginning to feel a little bit like a shootout.
Yeah, it is. It's a battle of the offenses. Both these teams right now executing flawlessly, and they're doing so with such high stakes, answering one score with another. Neither team is backing up 1 inch.
Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Florida International offense back on the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. Hand off to the right side. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39.
Well, it's a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Oh, and he goes down after a short game. That's not enough for the first down. Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. Defense makes the tackle with the clock running. That'll probably be the final play of this first quarter. Early on, it's a fun battle on the road to the national championship, deadlocked at the end of one. Let's check out the early stats so far. We've got a good one in our hands, which we're hoping for in a playoff game as we begin the second period. We begin the quarter with a crucial play, offense setting up for this 3rd down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Tight end makes the grab. Using a strong stiff arm. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. The offense really clicking here. There's the handoff. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively. But I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Looking for the wideout. The pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down. Fresh set of downs for the offense, first down. Looking to throw it from the red zone. Oh, and it's incomplete. He flat out dropped what would have been a touchdown. Second down coming up now.
Really good job here by the defense in coverage. Did a nice job here of staying in phase with the receiver. There's no chance for a completion at all.
Tight end goes in motion before the snap. They'll run it from the gun. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
It's an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fix, holding their own with the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Defense stops him short of the marker, so now it's 4th down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Makes the catch. Can he get in? And they stop him just short. The defense really backed up now. It's 1st and goal. The offense threatening, close to the goal line with a new set of down. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, FIU. That kind of execution on a long drive, that's why this team made it to the college football playoff.
That's exactly right. Being able to mix in the run with the pass, picking up first downs, and eventually coming up with the touchdown. That is a tough thing to do, and they made it look easy.
You knock through the extra point, and the lead is 7, 21-14. Getting set to kick the ball off now.
USC 14.
He's going to try for a return from a couple yards deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. And the Trojans offense is back out on the field. A little bit of my turn and your turn on the early going here. Both offenses scoring touchdowns their last possession. Running back with the football. Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
And they'll run it out of the shotgun.
It's not a huge gain here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the fourth quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
Quarterback in the shotgun here on third down. Makes a quick catch. It's a solid gain. Moves the ball up to the 28.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz.
Junior steps up and makes an impact play.
Well, that's another sack for this defense, Chris. If I'm not mistaken, they've had a lot of pressures. I think that's their second sack of this game, and this defense has a lot to do with why they have this nice lead here early in the game.
That's caught. It's Webb. Tackle finally made. That's a very solid gain, but not close to first down yardage yet. Offense facing a third and long from the 28. Got to have your pass protection in order in this play. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Breaks into the clear right down the middle. End zone ahead. They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, USC.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And they tack on the extra point. The PAT ties the game here in the second quarter now. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And here's the return from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Here comes the Golden Panthers offense back out there now. You have a shootout developing here. Each offense scoring a touchdown in their last possession. Crosses the 30. And they keep the drive going. It's a first down to the 46.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. There's the tackle, but first down yardage. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And it's intercepted. He stepped in front of that bullet. Going the other way. Can they stop him? Crosses the 10. And he's going to score on the pick 6. Touchdown, Trojans. And a pick 6, a monster play by this defense here, Kirk.
That defender showed a lot of athletic ability there with the ball in his hands. I wouldn't be surprised if the head coach watching that thought about maybe giving him some reps as a returner after that touchdown.
PAT is good, so it's a 7-point game, 28-21. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. Here comes the Florida International offense back on the field. They moved the ball in the last possession, but a devastating end of the drive, a pick 6. And they recover from that right now. 3 guys up front, lined up. It's first down. someone moved this a bit too early, and it cost him 5 yards.
False start. Offense.
Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Dropping back. It's Evanson. Going for a big play downfield. Big gain. Catch made at the 30. Potentially a touchdown-saving tackle, but not before a long completion.
This is what's so dangerous about this offense, Chris. They have the ability to put the ball in the air downfield and really stretch those safeties back. This time they hit it for a big gain.
Empty set now. 5 wide receivers. Looking to pass here on second down. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up third down.
It has been a tough first half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only are they down the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around as we get ready to go into the second half.
Pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the third down pressure works.
Well, this defense has been incredible all year long, and they continue to be that way in the postseason. Just getting after this offense, whether it's putting pressure on the quarterback, great coverage downfield. Right now, they are dominating this game.
And he's throwing for it on fourth down. That's incomplete under heavy pressure. A big fourth down stop. Empty set now, 5 wide. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Across the 45 now. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. Touchdown, SC. No chance to catch him.
This receiver is putting on a show today. That is 3 trips to the end zone already. And based on how this defense is playing against him, this may not be the last time we see him in the end zone today.
And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away.
USC 35.
Fields it just outside the goal line. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Here comes the Golden Panthers offense back out there now. In the last possession, they passed up on a field goal attempt, but got stopped on... Here's a shot toward the right sideline. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. Touchdown, Florida International. This offense cannot be stopped. Let's see if this scorecard can breathe a little bit of life into this team.
You know, I know it's only 1 touchdown, but it could go a long way in changing just the tone of this game, especially once we get into the second half.
Extra point knocked right down the middle.
USC 35. Florida International 28.
He'll bring it out from his end zone. That strong coverage, though. They tackle him at the 11-yard line. So the first play of the drive coming up here. Under 3 minutes to play before half. Quarterback keeps the football. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Try to catch the defense with the draw. Finding space at the 20. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. At the 30 now. Crosses the 10. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Southern California.
Chris, you don't see this kind of play very often. That is coast to coast. This guy, with the speed that he has, when you get him into the open field, we know how dangerous he is. But it started at the line of scrimmage. Great blocks up front, initially to free him up, and then the rest is all about that speed.
Florida International.
Returner decides to field it. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. Here comes the Florida International offense back on the field. Last time out, a one-play touchdown drive through the air. Can they keep it going here? And he crosses the 30. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain. One play moves the ball to the 44. It'll be first down. On the handoff, they'll test the right side here. And he's tackled just short of the midfield line at the 49. Second down here. Time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. Oh, a reverse. Breaks loose at the 40. They get him down, but not before he moves the football to the 32. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Takes the handoff, heads to the right. Finding space at the 20. The tackle is made, but the offense is now set up with a 1st and goal from the 8.
Boy, really good run by this running back. The defense fortunate to be able to bring him down inside the 10-yard line, but it's first and
he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Panthers.
Chris, we're still early in this football game. We're in the second quarter. It's a critical touchdown to get their confidence to believe that they can come back and still win this game.
Now the all-important extra point. PAT is good. They still trail, though. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Here comes the USC offense back on the field. The offenses have had their way so far. These defenses looking for answers. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. And he's going to float this one to the right side. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. And they'll bring him down, but this offense creates a huge chunk play.
Well, it's got to be so rewarding for an offensive coordinator when your play call perfectly counters the defense's call. That's exactly what we saw right here. That play targeted the coverage's biggest weak spot, and it led to a wide-open wide receiver.
They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play. Second down after that previous play. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. He's got it on a crossing route. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half. And the Trojans getting set on 1st and 10. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Makes the grab on the move. Doesn't quite get in, but it sets up a 1st and goal for this offense. And the Trojans looking to punch it in here. It's 1st and goal. This is turning into a monster day for this quarterback, Kirk. His passing yards now up over 350.
Yeah, and it seems like this defense has tried everything. They're blitzing, they're sitting back in zone, they're trying to double cover certain receivers. Everything that they've tried is, unfortunately for them, not working because of how well this quarterback is seeing it and throwing today.
Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown. They get nothing on second down, sets up a 3rd and goal from the 2. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Touchdown, USC. Still no answer for this offensive machine. But they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. It's blocked. Oh, and they picked it up. So the offense gets momentum, scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get his top and preserve that momentum. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Here comes the Golden Panthers offense back out there now. In that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the running game. And see if they can do it again. Passes the 40. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
How about setting the edge there on the right side of that offensive line? I wouldn't be surprised if they keep going back to the well, pounding it behind that right guard and right tackle and tight end, seeing what additional damage they can do.
Scanning the field. It's Evanson. Defense is coming after him. And it's incomplete. Even on a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Just gets it away. It's a deep ball. And the pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball. Looks like one more play here before halftime. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime. Great start to the drive, but now back-to-back incompletions makes it 3rd and 10. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looking for the tight end, and it's caught. They make the tackle as time expires. That'll do it for the first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Thanks, Chris. These games, they never disappoint, regardless the score. And this one was filled with excitement and big plays throughout that first half. And it's been a clinic in fundamental defensive football. Both teams have been relentless and ball hawking, refusing to give an inch. This is the kind of slugfest that real football fans love. Crushing tackles and dudes flying into gaps and passing lanes. A testament to the discipline both of these teams have shown. That's it for us from our EA Sports Studios in Orlando. Let's head back to Chris and Kirk for the exciting conclusion of this one, where we'll find out who is moving on in the CFP.
One play moves the ball to the 41. It'll be first down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Makes the catch. It's Hart. Tackled, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 45.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down.
Well, this defense has been lights out all year long. In fact, it's been one of the best pass defenses in the country. Big reason why they're in this playoff, and they're living up to that standard today.
The sure hands. It's Hart. Tackle is finally made, but an explosive gain. They'll move it down to the 23-yard line. Another chunk play. This offense is really clicking.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
Offense lines up. This is the 7th play now in this drive. And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Running back grabs it on a screen. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
Well, these screen passes are all about timing. I really felt the offense looked like they tipped their hand. The defense started to kind of drift that way towards the screen. And by the time the running back catches the ball, there's just nowhere to go.
Grab made by the tight end. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground. Fans of the defense got to be frustrated. The offense cannot be stopped here. Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and it's a nice solid game.
Touchdown, FIU. Still no answer for this offense. So with playoff pressure, Kirk, the offense executes a long, grinding, methodical drive.
You know, the thing I've loved about this offense all year long is their ability to either hit the big play or not have to rely on that. Like this. They're able to sustain a drive and still come up with points and get a touchdown.
Automatic on the PAT. He'll return it from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen. That's good coverage there. And the USC offense is back out on the field. They were clicking last time. Great protection. The pitch and catch was solid. Right down for a touchdown. Ball handed off. Hit some space around the 30. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. They get him down, but that was the kind of explosive chunk play this offense has been looking for.
Well, you can just feel the home crowd standing on their feet when this running back had a chance to start to accelerate downfield. They know exactly what this guy is capable of doing, and that he can flat out go. He took off on that one.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. It's a quick grab. Tackle made, but a strong arm throw by the senior quarterback. And the Trojans with 1st and 10 here. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Looks left and finds his target there. Touchdown, Trojans. This quarterback on fire today. But Kirk, this quarterback told us this is my time to shine, a playoff game. He has gone out and backed that up. So when he's taken down, doesn't get rid of the ball, and the 2-point conversion does not work. Kickoff team is on the field. See if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Here comes the Florida International offense back on the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. They pick up 4, so 2nd down and 6 coming up.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
The game makes it 2nd and medium. He bought some time, now lets it go. Receiver makes the grab. Defense makes the stop after the completion.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a 1st down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
4th down and 2 in their own territory. Coach shows no hesitation. The offense is on the field. Tackled at the 32. That's enough for a 1st down.
Trends show guys that are continuing to go for it on 4th down. But what's crazy to me, Chris, is deep in your own territory to go for it on 4th down. It's a big risk, but it pays off here.
Breaking free at midfield. Steps out of bounds after a nice gain. Finally, some show of life from this offense. Big chunk play. This offense operating at peak efficiency. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Football comes out. Looks like the defense has it. Second, there's a timeout on the field. The coach wants the officials to take another look at that one. Thinks he might get an overturn. So not what the coach was hoping to hear. Took a chance with the timeout to get the replay. We'll see if burning that timeout is costly down the road. And the Trojans offense is back out on the field. The linebacker shifting around now. One man at the backfield, and he'll get the football. Sophomore with a strong tackle there.
The defensive coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
And the runner brought down after just a short gain. Offense will try to convert a 3rd and long from the 27. We'll see if the defense brings the blitz. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the first down. It's an out route. The catch made. That gain enough for a fresh set of downs. Spotted at the 48. And the Trojans who come to the line to crank up the tempo.
Think about this, Chris. These guys have been working since January of last year to get ready for a dream season. They've had that. Now they're here so close into the postseason and the playoff, working with the lead. It comes down to a third down. They do their job, convert. Now they keep working that clock and getting so much closer to advancing to the next round.
And the Trojans moving quickly down the field here. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Catch is made. Room to run here. Touchdown, SC. Made the defense look slow that time. Cook, they had a month to get ready for this pitch and catch combo before the playoff game. They've had no answer so far.
A playoff game, national championship on the line. You know the old saying we used to always hear. Big-time players make big plays in big games, and he certainly is doing that today.
He's going to return it from near the goal line. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Here comes the Golden Panthers offense back out there now. They moved the ball into plus territory last time, but it ended in a fumble. They can't do that again, trailing on the scoreboard. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
You know, each receiver brings something a little bit different to the table, Chris. To me, the outside receivers usually are a little bit longer, taller guys. You get those slot receivers in the inside, not only can they make the catch, but they have quickness to make plays after the catch. Great example of that right here.
At the 35-yard line.
Pass caught. 2nd down now. The offense with some pre-snap motion. Looking to throw. It's Evanson. Lets it go under heavy pressure, taking a shot. Defense breaks it up. Nice play. Incomplete.
Most offensive coaches will be happy taking those 50-50 shots against man coverage, but I'm curious to see if they're going to test this DB again after that coverage.
It'll be enough for a first down, brought down at the 43. Offense operating at high tempo now, no huddle.
Good job by this offensive line and a great throw by the quarterback to get that first down there on 3rd down. It's exactly what they needed to do. This is too big of a game. They've come.
He'll take a deep shot. He's got it near the end zone. And he's in. Touchdown, Florida International. And they get set now to try the PAT. And there's the point after.
The extra point is good.
Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick.
That makes the score USC 61. Florida.
And looks like the hands team were able to recover the football. Here comes the USC offense back on the field. The passing game was so effective in the last position, right down for a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can make adjustment. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown. Now it's 2nd down here. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on 1st down. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of the first down.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
They pick up the first down, tackle at the 25.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with a lead in the 2nd half. Get to a 3rd down. You got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it, you convert, and you keep working that clock.
And he's able to find some room before they finally bring him down.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, of this playoff game, no adjustments. Go right back to giving this running back the football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
They bring him down, but the game sets up the offense 1st and goal from the 10. And the Trojans looking to finish the drive here. It's 1st and goal. Looking for 6. Catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, Southern California. How important was that touchdown, Kirk? It's now a 2-possession game here in the second half.
It's a great job of this offense with their execution and having situational awareness here in the second half. They now have, as you said, Chris, this 2-possession lead. They got a great chance to finish it off and get a win.
Return starts from inside the 5. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Here comes the Florida International offense back on the field. Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. Running past the 35. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Past the 10. No stopping him. Takes it all the way. Touchdown, Panthers. That's a crucial score. Let's see if they can build momentum and complete this comeback.
Well, I know they're still trailing, but that score is a great first step in trying to break down this lead. You don't want to leave it all to the fourth quarter when the pressure really intensifies and you have limited time.
First down here for this offense. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain. Second down play coming up. And it's USC in front, Kirk, as we break for the quarter. Sitting in a pretty good spot as you wrap up the third quarter, trying to keep those national championship hopes alive. Let's take a quick look at the game stats where we have a chance. As we head to the fourth, we could be in store for a classic finish. A spot in the next round of the college football playoff is at stake. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Off play action. He's looking to throw. Lets it fly to the wideout. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. And he's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Important second down play coming up. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. A huge hit by the linebacker. A collision of big bodies there. That completion sets up a third down play. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Caught quickly. Takes the football inside the 30, and that's a first down. And the Trojans come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. First down, looking to throw the ball. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. Tackle is made at the 8-yard line. It'll be first and goal right there. First down and goal here. Touchdown just about puts this game on ice. Single back, takes the handoff. And he's tackled out at the 4-yard line. Defense getting pushed back.
Another nice run by this running back, and he's well over 100 yards now in the game. A big part of the reason that they're going to win this football game and advance to the next round.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, USC.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Here comes the Golden Panthers offense back out there now. Last possession, a one-play lightning strike with a big touchdown pass. Can the defense make adjustments here? And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Motion now from the tight end. To the air, it's Evanson. And he lofts it toward the sideline. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge game, but he could not collect it.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to one of your receivers that can make a play for you.
The pass is intercepted. They bring him down after a short return, but the takeaway sets up the offense near midfield.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
And there's the handoff. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4. Takes the handoff again. Finds room at the 30. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
What a shock, right? I mean, this guy once again gets his hands on the football, and great things seems to happen. He's over 120 yards on the day, and it's really been a combination.
Touchdown, Trojans. Stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly. But they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. That's just nice execution. Quarterback and receiver Kirk perfectly in sync that time.
Yeah, you can see why route running is one of the most underrated attributes of a receiver. It's easy to get caught up on their ability to catch or their vertical or their speed, but nothing substitutes for someone who can create separation like this before the ball is even thrown.
Here comes the Florida International offense back on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Looking to throw it on 1st down. Catch is made way down inside the 30. Finally brought down, but that play moves the ball all the way down to the 21. How aggressive will they be on this 1st down play? From the shotgun, drops back. That's caught. It's Hart. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play. Here comes a crucial 2nd down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. They don't block the defensive end and show some quickness. Kirk getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
And he's brought down there. 2nd and goal. Look at this. They come out in a 5-wide formation. He's got it right near the end zone. And he scores. Touchdown, FIU. Lining up to try the extra point. And it's up and good. I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And the hands team able to make the crucial recovery. And the USC offense is back out on the field. This group has been clicking. They really built momentum. And the defense make adjustments. Come up with a stop here. The back's got it. It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7. Ball handed off. He'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
And, of course, they'll work the clock here, keep it on the ground. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout or they'll check him out. Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. And they'll run it. Hand it off to the running back. Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. And the quarterback keeps it on the option. Picks up the 1st, looking for more. Touchdown, SC. To stretch the lead, the route is on.
What an extra dimension to this offense when you can pull a quarterback design run and not just pick up 5 or 6 yards, but a big gain and a touchdown. This guy is special.
And he knocks through the PAT. And the deep kick will sail out the back of the end zone for a touchback. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Across the 40 now. And an explosive gain moves the ball across midfield. Well spotted at the 42.
Man, I really love the way more and more offenses are using the receiver in motion pre-snap. Give him a chance to get the football with a couple of blockers in front of him. He's got all that speed built up. You get the ball in his hands, and you better look out. He could be off to...
And he'll loft it to the end zone. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on. Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. The offense with some pre-snap eye candy. Looking downfield, it's Evanson. And he's going to launch it deep again. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete. They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots. Get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and not...
Here's a shot toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Florida International.
Boy, what a job by the offensive coordinator going to that 5 wide receiver set, creating the one-on-one matchups, finding the most favorable matchup, and then going to that receiver for the score.
I believe they're going to line up here to go for the onside kick. And the receiving team has recovered. Looks like the hands team did its job. And the Trojans offense is back out on the field. Receiver in motion now. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff.
You know, in an era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example of a defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
He's escaping the pocket now. On the move, but can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And that's the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to work the clock, getting closer now to an impressive victory. They'll give it to the back. He's not going to get the first down. It's 4th down now. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. So now on comes the field goal unit. This will be a 50-yard attempt. See if he's got the leg. He missed it. And the lead remains at 19 after the miss.
That's a missed opportunity for some points here. The way they were moving the football, I thought maybe a touchdown at the very least, 3 points, but instead, he shanks it.
First down, looking to throw the football. And now in the final couple minutes, here's a deep shot. And the pass is dropped, incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball. Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Little eye candy here from the offense. Some pre-snap motion. Scanning the field. It's Evanson. And there's a deep throw with the clock winding down. Trying to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's 3rd down. They come to the line. A long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Final minutes here. They'll throw it deep downfield. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. They'll hurry to the line here with the clock running. And the tight end goes in motion before the snap. Looking to throw again. He's going to take another shot right here. Touchdown, Panthers. Strong game by this quarterback.
Man, I love this. Chris, I don't think they're going to have a chance to come all the way back, but here we are, under 2 minutes to go, and they continue to show some fight. And then, you know what? Who knows? Maybe you cover an onside kick and you get right back in it.
And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. And the two-point try is good, so the lead is down to 11. Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. And the hands team able to recover the football. And here comes the USC offense back on the field. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. And with this one wrapped up, the quarterback will just take a knee. In these playoff games, it's win or go home. So one side can continue to dream about the national championship. The other side suddenly, Kirk, their season is over, but it's been a good ride.
Yeah, and I think that's the thing. You know, it's easy to focus on the team that advances, and they should be happy, obviously. They had a great year. They're going to continue to go on. But the team that comes up a little bit short, you know, you can see the emotion down on the field right now. They put so much into this year. Hopefully they'll be able to learn from this and come back even stronger next year.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.